Hey, hey, Team True Blue. This is Carrie Arnott, and welcome to our April virtual training. Literally, this is a virtual training. Everyone that's watching this is not in a group with people. You're at home, or hopefully you're on a Zoom with a whole bunch of us, a big group on Zoom doing this virtual training. So I'm excited to be hosting this event. It's going to be fantastic. And you know, we are in a huge time of uncertainty right now, and we can be absolute certain that with LifeVantage, we are going in the right direction. We have the leadership, we have the corporate support, we have everything perfectly aligned right now. And what's going to make the difference between your success or your failure is you. And so this virtual training is designed specifically for you. This one is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be focusing on a few different areas that we normally focus on. And I'm thinking that, you know, ultimately what we want to do is to provide a massive impact for the people that we're talking to, provide a solution to those that are in need. And so just a reminder that all the training you need, all the information that you need to stay updated is in teamtrueblue.org as far as the website. Great information for getting people started, great information for keeping up to date, and then Facebook groups. We've got Team True Blue, which is sponsored by Brandon and Lynette Cunningham, weekly trainings every Monday, daily tips from the elites, all the information that can help inspire you. You've got to be plugged into that Facebook group. Also, Team True Blue, Vancouver Island. Okay, we're keeping you up to date with all the stuff happening in Canada, and our purpose is to inspire you, to help you be the best version of you. So, having said that, we have got a great lineup today. Normally what I do is I interact between the presenters. We have a lot of presenters today, a lot. So get your notepad out, get your paper out. If you don't have one, pause the video right now. Pause the video, get paper and pen out. Be prepared to take notes because there's going to be a lot of valuable information coming. Okay. Here we go. We're ready to roll. So what I'm going to do is introduce the lineup to you, and we're going to jump in. We're going to get started. And really, there's an important aspect to our business, and that is if you're going to inspire and impact people, then you've got to be sharing your story. You've got to share what's important to you. People want to know how it's impacted you. Okay? And so we're going to be hearing a bunch of stories today, mixed in with some training and mixed in with some inspiration. And so I'm going to give you our lineup and we're going to get running. So you're not going to hear me in between people. I'm not going to be introducing them. I'm going to introduce everyone right now. You're going to hear who's there, and then I'll wrap it up at the end. And then some of you want to have a virtual potluck after. That is cool. We can stay on Zoom if you're doing this by Zoom, and we can have a virtual potluck. So we're going to start out, boom, with none other than Brandon Woodruff. We'll be starting us out talking about mindset and consistency, having the right mindset to move forward. Then we're going to have Val LaFlamme share her story. Then Tori Hill, Elite Pro 7 from Houma, Louisiana, is going to get on and inspire us and help us with goals, setting goals and making them realistic and having a direction so that we can actually achieve them. After Tori, we're going to hear a story from Cornelia. And then we're going to have one from Erica. And Erica and Brandon, congrats, guys, twins. How crazy is that? That is so exciting. So Erica will speak, share her story. And then we're going to hear from Michelle. And Michelle Kostoric is going to, I'll tell you, this lady is inspiring. I'm going to say one word right now, mirror. Okay? Can you write that down? Mirror. And when Michelle is talking, think about a mirror when you're talking with people, when you're hearing yourself talk, when you're seeing others. Just think mirror, okay? It's going to be really good. Then after Michelle, we're going to hear from Brian and Anna Fillmore. These two are amazing. You are going to love what they share. And then we're going to hear from Ramona Horsfield. You guys hear there's a lot of presenters, and this is why I'm not going in between them, because you'd be seeing me like 100 times here today. We're not doing that. Okay, Ramona Horsfield. And then we're going to have it wrapped up by none other than Elite Pro 8, Sarah Cox. And Sarah is going to inspire you. She's going to share how it was for her when she started, and how ignorance on fire sometimes can be a great, great thing. Overcoming your fear. How many of you are afraid at times, right? And then after Sarah, you think that's it? No, it's not. We're going to have Ben Anderson share some story. And then we're going to hear from Larry and Belinda Harrison, who will share a story. We got a lot of stories happening today, and I'm hoping that you can pick up just little nuggets from what they're saying, because your story is one of the most important things that you can be sharing with people. So after that, I'll chime back in. We'll do a little bit of training. We'll have some fun, and we'll wrap it up. But this is going to be a great virtual training. I would love for you to send private messages out to everybody that's been doing the training. Some of them may be on the Zoom when we're doing the virtual. And if it is, show a lot of love, because everyone has put in time and effort to do this. And it's going to be one of the best. Take notes, have fun, and we'll see you back here in a little while. So let's start off. Brandon Woodruff, here we go.
Hello everyone, thanks so much for tuning into the training so far. I'm super excited to take over for the next 10 minutes and teach you guys a couple important traits to having success in the industry of network marketing and sales. If you guys do not know me yet, my name is Brandon. I am 32 years old. I live in the beautiful Qualicum Beach. I am married, and I am now, as of last night, put it out to the universe and out to the world to let you guys know, an expecting father of twins. We are so excited for the way our world is progressing forward and what's happening in our lives. And I'm excited to share a little more information with you guys today on how you too could get to the next level in your guys' business and in your next level of life as well. So if you don't know me, like I said, my name's Brandon. I am 32 years old. I have a background in sales, business, and management. I joined the network marketing industry about 5 years ago, mostly because I wanted more out of life. I was living a life that I was unsatisfied with. I was too comfortable in my comfort zone, and I was not willing to get out of it. I was horribly indebted into many things. I was behind on all my bills. I was always doing circles around like crazy, trying to figure out, is this all that life has to offer? Is this everything that I get out of life? I want more, but what is there? And that's when network marketing fell in my laps from the girl I was dating at the time, who's now my wife. And 5 years later of this amazing journey, you heard her story a little prior, probably before in the training, and our life has absolutely 100% changed. So my portion of this training for you guys today is two very key factors in what helped us getting from here to here in this industry. So one of the parts today is mindset, you guys. And mindset with everything you do is absolutely one of the most important things for you to do in your business, but also in your life. What I do for myself to have success with my mindset is I start my day right. Okay, so that's one thing you need to take down in your notes. Start your day right. As soon as you wake up and you get out of bed, the most important 20 minutes of that morning is setting the tone for the day. And if you're not getting up in the morning with intention and setting the tone, you're already doing yourself a disservice for your mindset. A lot of people, they wake up, they get out of bed to an alarm after they've already snoozed, they jump in the shower, they rush off to work, they listen to the radio. That is just all putting themselves into usually a negative state as they go towards something that they usually don't want to do, which is their job or their career, okay? So most importantly, try to get your mindset right in the morning. It's huge for you, that first 20 minutes. I'll wake up, I'll put in the earbud right here. I'll grab on just a quick change of clothes. I'll grab my dogs and I'm out on the road. And why am I doing that? One, because I'm doing something, getting myself a little bit more fitness, getting myself out there and active, getting my heart rate going, listening to positive affirmations in the morning to set my tone for the day. And then what I'm also doing is hanging out with things or people that I like and love. My dogs make me happy. So why would I not start my day on a good note, right? That first 20 minutes of walking around the block, doing a couple laps, making sure that they're set up for the day is also doing me good, breathing in that amazing oxygen, and then coming back. And what I'll usually do, you guys, in the morning is I'll continue elevating my mindset and elevating my morning. Either sit down and continue reading a book, or if I'm in the shower, why waste another 10 minutes in the shower? Why not listen to that audible? Why not listen to more stuff right there in the shower to continue moving your mindset in the right direction? So something that I'm listening to currently right now, you guys, that might help you, especially if you're moving through the ranks of your network marketing journey, could be actually the 5 levels of leadership. That's what I'm listening to right now by John C. Maxwell, the 5 levels of leadership. If you're just starting your network marketing journey and you're looking to get your foot in the door of having some success, some of the best books that I read were GoPro by Eric Worre. It was Grant Cardone, The 10X Rule. There was How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I loved reading one that I want to talk about here with you guys. It's What Do You Say When You Talk to Yourself? Okay, that's another thing that I'm going to move in here forward with you guys, because that portion and that book that I read right there, What Do You Say When You Talk to Yourself, shifted and changed my mindset and changed my life and helped me move towards the proper direction in my business in the first year. I was such a negative person, not to people surrounding me, but to my own personal headspace 5 years ago. I'm fat. I can't do it. I'm going to be unsuccessful. I'm never going anywhere other than this career that I live right now. I'm stuck. I'm in debt. I constantly was putting myself into a negative mindset and negative headspace. And when you guys are in that headspace, I could guarantee you, your life is not going to go any further than where you're already at. You're going to be stuck, okay? So when I read this book, What Do You Say When You Talk to Yourself, it shifted the way I thought about myself, which is then in turn of how you think of yourself is what you portray to people. And when you portray that to people, it's what they'll see from you, and you'll attract more and more to your life. Start using positive affirmations about yourself. I am fantastic. I am a winner. I am going to do incredible today. I'm going to have an amazing day. So words like I am, I can, I will, and I have are all amazing things. We want to steer clear with our mindset of words of can't, cannot, or just all those other shifts that are constantly telling you negative connotations and negative affirmations of why you cannot do something, okay? So most importantly with your mindset, dial in the morning. Like I said, let's go quickly over it. Your first 20 minutes of your day is the most important parts of your day. You want to know what's the second most important part of your day? The last 20 minutes of your day. Okay, setting up your mindset at the end of the night. When I go to bed, I'm usually finishing up with 15 minutes, one chapter of a book. Just making sure that my mind is dialed in before I sleep to start dreaming about all those amazing things that are going to start happening in my life. And then you wake up in the morning, you continue to elevate it with that mindset. So wake up, first 20 minutes, do something you love, like walk the dogs, go for a run, get some cardio in, whatever it is, eat a great breakfast, and then continue reading your book and elevate with your day. And if you are constantly listening to the radio on your way to work, you need to stop doing that. Do not listen to the radio, listen to something else because it's negative. It will shift your mindset, okay? That one's over right there. Let's move on to the second step of my training here, which is consistency. Okay, mindset and consistency go right hand in hand. And what I could tell you guys about consistency is consistency conquers all. Consistency is key, okay? Without it, you're not going to have any success in a lot of the aspects of life. I like to relate consistency with some of the most important things in life. Business, fitness, relationships, okay, some of those things are so important. If you're not consistent in your relationship, telling your spouse how much you care about them, how much you love them, doing all those positive things in your relationship's going to slowly fade away to what you don't want it to be, okay? Your fitness, you can't go to the gym 5 days a week, but eat lunch at McDonald's 5 days a week and think that you're going to have success. That is still consistency, but it's consistency in the wrong direction. In your business, how do you create consistency? I'm going to give you 3 amazing steps for you to keep consistently flowing through your business, okay? One way for you guys to be consistent, okay? This is one way right now. Ready? It's an accountability partner. Okay. An accountability partner is one of the most important things in your guys' business because it's no longer you that's caring about your results. It's someone else from a third party source that cares about you having success as much as they want to have success. And when you have an accountability partner that's there running beside you every step of the way, they'll challenge you to move further and further. How was your day? Mine was great. What did you get up to? How many invites did you do into your network marketing opportunity? Did you enroll a customer? Did you help your business partner launch? All these positive things happen. And with that accountability partner, try to check in with them at least once a day to see how their day is doing, but more importantly, how your day is doing. And the best part about an accountability partner, you guys, is that when one of them is having success, most likely the other person is going to crave and fire and all of a sudden be running on all cylinders with their own success because they don't want to miss out on the opportunity because that accountability partner is doing so well as well. So 1, get an accountability partner. 2, don't set goals, set commitments, okay? Set commitments, not a goal. A goal without a plan is just a dream. And we all know that lots of times dreams are, unfortunately, they don't come real. But a commitment is so much different. When you make a goal at the start of the month and at the end of the month you don't hit your goal, you're not even really upset. Because a lot of times people's minds are shifted saying, I'm not going to do it anyways. Or I didn't do it last month, so why would I do this month? But when you make a commitment and you're committing to something, you commit to your marriage, don't you? You commit to the health and wellness path that you're on about trying to lose 20 pounds, don't you? You commit to trying to stop smoking cigarettes, don't you? So why would you not commit to your business? This business, I'm going to talk to XYZ. This month, I'm going to enroll XYZ. This month, my volume is going to be XYZ, and I'm committing to that. Okay? So set commitments. Do not set goals. And these commitments, they need to be yelled from the rooftop. This is what I'm doing. Okay? Publicly announce your commitment so that your inner circle of friends and family know exactly what you're doing. Don't tell them about your goals because most of the time they'll find that your goals are crazy. But your commitments should be so high that it scares them and it scares you. And the only way you're going to do it is by being consistent, okay? So commit to yourself, but also let everyone around you know what your commitment is this month. So this is the month of April right now. We're April 1st. I'm doing this video for you. You're going to probably watch it over the weekend. What is your commitment for this month? Set it. And then send me a text message later. If you have my number, send me a text. Let's talk about your commitments, okay? Number 3, as I finish up this video, you guys, is don't reward yourself, okay? Don't reward yourself for winning, but yet, anyways, is basically give yourselves poo-poo, essentially what it is if you don't make your commitment, okay? Because when people strive towards a reward, a lot of the times they don't care if they get the reward because it might be take yourself to dinner. Who cares, right? They're not going to work hard enough on their commitment just to go for dinner at the end of the month. But if they give themselves a negative at the end of the month, like you have to give away $500 towards something, or you have to give your wife a $500 shopping spree at the mall, something that you hate and something that you don't want to do and something that you will not allow yourself to do should be the negative result of you not hitting your commitment. And what this is all going to turn into, my friends, is the fact that you're going to start to become consistent, because that negative thought of you losing, or that negative thought about you doing something that you don't want to do, is going to strive you to the finish line. It's going to tell you to go for your commitments. It's going to have you being consistent throughout the month. But most importantly, you guys, it's going to make sure that your mindset is right and your mindset is dialed in. So you guys, 20-minute mindsets right in the morning. Start with a good book or an audio book. Get yourself committed to this opportunity so you could stay consistent throughout the month, and always make sure you guys follow through with what you said you were going to do at the start of the month. So guys, have a great day. I'm just over my time. Reach out to me. Let's talk about your commitments this April. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
And Carrie and Michelle have asked me to talk about how LifeVantage has impacted my life. It has greatly impacted my life for the better. I've learned to face my fears, to overcome them, and to make new plans to reach my goals. My belief in myself was restored. I'm not alone in my business. I have lots of help and support, training and mentors. I've made lots of wonderful friends, traveled, and my health and finances are greatly improved. My outlook now has changed. I see obstacles as opportunities. And although my path has been longer than most others to get started, I'm now becoming the best version of myself. I'm able to make more income for myself and help others to do the same for them. Jim Rohn talked about changing the set of your sails when life storms hit. I am now able to handle whatever storms life sends, having belief in myself, skills in how to build my business, personal growth and development, and a lot of support when I need it. I no longer have to try and manage on a meager pension, but can live life to its fullest. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry, but I'm in really a good mood right now. I'm trying to stay positive, staying active, and really work in this business. I've been in my office, which is such a blessing right now, and I'm sharing this with as many people as I can, and I couldn't be more excited about this virtual training. It's so needed right now for all of us, myself included. First, I have to say, Carrie, thank you for putting this together and for being such an incredible leader. So I've been in my office every day being very consistent because I set goals. I have set goals since day one when I said yes to this opportunity, and Tim and I sat down and we knew exactly where we wanted to be and how we were going to get there. So I want to know if you're setting goals for yourself. Okay, here's why. If you don't have it written out, it's going to be hard to accomplish it. I am one, my whole entire life, I have lived by a checklist. It's just the way I function. I'm so type A. So when I have that checklist, I check it off when it's accomplished and I go to the next one. So I started thinking about this teaching. When I was teaching, I did the same thing. It's how I functioned and got through my day. So when we said yes to this 9 years ago, Tim and I said, okay, let's sit down and let's make out our goals. Well, I've gotten pretty intense with it lately, especially with all of this going on. I sat down and I made a list of goals, and here's my thing. I don't just set a monthly goal, I set a daily goal. And it's basically a checklist. I have a calendar, it goes with me everywhere I go, and I have that goal set for the day. If I don't check it off on my list, I go to bed at night and I am just not happy with who? Myself. So I advise all of you to really dig deep right now. Think about where you want to be by the end of this year first. I know you want to rank advance. I know Tim and I, we set our goal to be Pro 8s. We know exactly what we have to do. Basically, we've got to go enroll at least 5 more people. Because out of those 5 people, we're going to find someone who's going to do the do, right? How many of us enroll people and they just don't do anything? It's okay. They're on the products. We're so grateful that they're on the products. But to find that one person that we need to change their life so that ours could be changed also, and so we can give back more. We can help so many people. I've got to set that daily goal. So for me, I know how many people I have to reach out to. I know how many no's I actually have to go seek and find. Trust me, I'm getting plenty no's right now, but is it stopping me? Absolutely not. So I want you to dig deep, figure out, here it is, April. Figure out by the end of April, where do you want to be? If you're Pro 1, shoot for Pro 2. Actually, shoot for Pro 3. You know, I love that saying, reach for the moon. If you miss, you're going to be amongst the stars, right? I live by that. So reach for the moon. Shoot for that rank that you feel is possible. Guys, set your goals. Make sure daily you know exactly what you need for your business. And here's my next suggestion, especially going through the times we are right now. Reach out to people that can help you accomplish those goals. Here we are, Pro 7s. been in the business for 9 years, actually 9.5. I have to reach out to people. I have to reach out to people that I know are going to tell me exactly what I need to hear, not what I want to hear, right? To set my goal and to accomplish it that day, I may be having a bad day. Today, I'm not. I'm super pumped today. But maybe I had a bad day last week. Don't think that I didn't pick up that phone and call someone that could kick me in my butt, right? And put me right back on track. Set your goals, set the pace for the day. And I want you to think about this. You said yes to a business, right? First, you might have said yes to the product. We all saw this for product, also business, right? You said yes. I want you to think about this. What if that person that shared this with you didn't? Think about that for a while. I do all the time. Sunny Belanger and Chad Belanger shared this with Tim and I. I thank God every day they did. But what if they didn't? Shame on them, right? Because it totally changed our life. Saved our home, saved our marriage. My health, oh my gosh, my health is priceless compared to what it was before Protandem. So I want you to stop and think about that right now when you set your goal for today. What if you don't share this with people that need it right now? Let that sink in for a little while. So set your goals. It's April. Let's make April our biggest month ever and go share this with people. What if they tell you no? It's okay. What if the next person is a Carrie Arnott, a Tori Hill, a Brandon Cunningham? What if that next person you share this with says yes and runs with you? And you get to change that person's life and so many others. Goals are important. Make sure you set them. In fact, when this is over, this whole virtual training, I want you to sit down and I want you to write your goals, take a screenshot of it, and send it to me. How about that? If you don't want to send it to me, send it to the person that enrolled you, your leader. Let them know what your April goal is. Guess what? I'm going to go do the same thing right now because I know exactly what I need to do to accomplish and to make other people's dreams come true. So guys, y'all have an epic day and continue this virtual training. And at the end of it, go change people's lives. Carrie, thanks a lot again for making this happen. And guys, take care, be safe, and know this, I love you and I want to help you. Let's go make it happen. Y'all have a great day.
Hi, my name is Cornelia Keizer. For those of you who don't know me, I have the privilege on speaking what Life Vantage has done for me. Other than the obvious, the fantastic products, a fantastic company, the real big thing that has happened in my life, it's opened my world. It's opened my world to technology, which I've always, before I just had my assistant do it and I didn't care to learn it. I have learned by keep on learning all the skills on technology and with tears and anger and determination. I have come a long way. Also, through Life Vantage, I've met a lot of new friends of all kinds of walks that I really appreciate. I have now traveled to places that I wouldn't have traveled to. I used to travel just mainly to Europe. Now I'm traveling in the States to places like California and Kansas and, nice places. Oh yes, and not to speak to Mexico, which I really thoroughly enjoyed. So basically, it's so much more than just a way to improve my health and make some money in the process. Those things are not nearly as important to me as the skills that I've learned. Also, the determination that it has given me. All the webinars, all the great people, all the support has made that I want to be part of the solution. I want to be useful in life again. I strive again in the way I used to do in the olden days. I am happy to do all this. And I also have learned that unless I start making a difference in other people's life and put other people first, I will not be happy myself. This is something I've forgotten in the pursuit of the American dream. So I believe that to be part of the solution, I will stay strong and become even more persistent, more courageous than ever before, and that I can celebrate life no matter what life throws at me. Thank you for your attention.
Hey everybody, I'm so proud of you for jumping on this virtual training today, especially with such a crazy world we're living in right now. There are so many unexpected things happening today, and I want to tell you a little bit about me and what LifeVantage has done to help me, especially right now in this world we live in. So my name is Erica Horsfield Woodruff. I am 32 years old. I live in Qualicum Beach, BC. I've been involved in LifeVantage for about 5 years. And when I started, I heard all these people kind of talking about, let's build a well before we're thirsty. And I didn't really know what that meant. I knew that I needed money at the time. I knew that I was working for a charity that didn't pay me what I was worth with my degree. And I knew that I wanted a different lifestyle. I knew I did not want to sit in an office for 40 hours a week. And I knew that I did not like being told what to do. Those of you who know me know that's still very true today. So we jumped into LifeVantage. Now, I wasn't expecting this to work for me. I didn't have confidence in myself. And I'm so proud to say that it's absolutely changed our lives. I went from having to live in a basement suite owned by my parents because I could barely afford rent to now we've bought our second home. We have had the whole world opened to us with options just because of this little side gig we were doing. And that's a pretty cool feeling to be able to travel and to be able to do these extras that we would have never been able to do with our regular income, okay? Now, income's not the only great part of this. There's awesome health, awesome friends, all of that as well, but I'm sure other people will touch on that. And I just want to talk to you guys about what this has done financially for us. So we all know what's going on in the world right now, that this COVID-19 is crazy. People are losing their jobs left, right, and center. And guys, if you know me, you know that I have poured my heart and soul into being the head coach for the Nanaimo Diamonds. Well, 2 days ago, I was terminated. There's no get-togethers, there's no pools open, there's no club anymore. And that was a full-time income. That was, you know, around the $50,000, $60,000 a year that's gone, disappeared. And why am I still smiling? Because we have this gift of LifeVantage that will hold me through, that I can still make my mortgage payments. I can still feed my family. I can still do all these things. Is it gonna be tighter? Yes, but I'm not scared. And that hope and joy, if we can go take it to other people that are in that same boat, that maybe have just lost their job, that maybe aren't financially healthy, what a gift we have to offer. So take that, share it with the world, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome to April's virtual training. Hard to believe a month has gone by, and boy has things changed in the last month. So grateful for you to be here and for us linking arms and doing this together. I hope that I might be able to bring value to you. It's Michelle Kasorik, Pro 6 on Vancouver Island, and I am in love with LifeVantage and the direct sales industry and the products that we have. We have such a gift in our hands right now. We've had a lot of training the last little bit on calls and Zoom calls and team calls that we've been doing. And the other day I was sharing a little bit of information from our global convention 2017 because I found one of my books and focusing that time was on John Maxwell and some of the training. So I want to continue on with a little bit of that, and we're going to talk about the law of the mirror today, and really what that's talking about is our self-worth. His book chapter starts out with, you must see value in yourself to add value to yourself. He stated and mentioned that we cannot actually accomplish more than the value that we give ourselves, than what our self-worth allows. We don't succeed according to potential. We succeed according to our self-worth. It's a pretty massive statement when you think about it. I don't know that prior to this I've really thought about it. I know how important self-worth is, and I think most of us do, but I hadn't really thought of it in those terms, and that heightened awareness has been very important in my journey here the last 3 years since this took place, but I think in my journey in life in the last few years. How do we see ourselves? We can sometimes value ourselves higher, and that would be a good thing if it's kept in check, that we don't get pig-headed about it or blow things out of proportion. But how do we see ourselves? And it's impossible to consistently behave in a manner that is inconsistent in a way that we see ourselves. So if you're on that roller coaster of, I'm dumb, oh, this doesn't work, oh, that roller coaster is going to be detrimental in your progress and in the things that you do, whether in the business or whether in life. If we see ourselves as difficult, or if we see ourselves as being easygoing, those kind of things will impact how we perform. How we see ourselves will also impact how we invest in ourselves. If you are not putting any effort and time into improving yourself, that can also have an impact on how people see us and how things are delivered in our messaging and especially in building our business. Our belief in ourselves will determine how much others believe in us. So again, I'm going to say that our belief in ourselves, in myself, will determine how other people believe in me, not just to listen to me, but to actually believe, because it's relationship marketing that we have. And how I believe in myself will also impact how I see others. So if I have negative thought processes going on all the time, then I will look for the negative. And for those of you who remember, we had Michael Logier on not that long ago talking about the energy or the vibe we give off will attract that vibe and energy into our life. It's very important to be aware of that. We see others as we are, and that level of self-image will be what impacts us greatly. So don't sell yourself short. Increase your self-image, and you will increase what you give off, and you will increase then what comes back to you. Guard your self-talk. Shad Helmstetter wrote a wonderful book. It's called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. Great information in that book, and we are constantly talking to ourselves. If not verbally out loud, and we do that, then in our head, and what goes on, the conversations in our head, probably more often than when we say out loud. And so it's so important to talk to yourself all day, and how you talk to yourself will determine who you are and who you are becoming. So speak empowering thoughts, positive things. You are becoming a pro at what you believe. So important. Every day, intentionally add value to people, and that helps their significance as well. And the significance we have is about others. Once you've tasted significance, success will never be enough. Think about that for a second. Think about the people that you have impacted thus far in your journey, or who has impacted you in your journey in life, and think, was that worth more than the $2, $10, $40 that you received in a commission? Has having somebody come back and tell you how the business has impacted their life meant more to you than the $40 commission? I think for the most part, we would all say absolutely. It's the stories that we tell and the things that we hear that have impacted us in such a grand way that keeps us coming back and keeps us going and going, even when we feel frustrated, even when we have make mistakes, that we keep trying and going and going. Do the right thing. Motion determines emotion. So What things are you doing? What positive things are you doing to create that positive emotion? Because, if you're sitting here during this time of isolation and you're reading all the terrible things and you're doing, scrolling through Facebook and just, I don't want to say wasting time, because we sometimes have downtimes too, of times where we want to just relax and chill out and not think about anything. But if you are, binging on Netflix and binging on playing games and not doing anything to boost your morale or boost your thought processes, eventually and emotionally, that's going to play a part and a role in who you are. So try and get a lot of wins, small wins in your life, wins in your business, and compound those so that energy is what's being given off. If I see value in me, if you see value in you, then you will see that value in others, and others will see that value in you as well. Your positiveness attracts others. It's impossible to consistently behave in a way inconsistent with belief in self. So you can fake it a little while to be positive and upbeat, but eventually it's going to catch up with you. So it needs to become part of your makeup, the positive energy that you bring. How you see yourself will be how you lead others. If you are indecisive, people are not going to want to follow you. If you're inflexible and rigid, again, will people want to follow you? If you can't, if you're too rigid, then it's very difficult to follow a rigid leader. So if you are positive and have high energy and high hopes and exude those kinds of behaviors, people will want to follow you, and others will do that too. So believe in yourself and others will too. You have to possess leadership qualities consistently. It's very difficult to hook your tail on or hook your tie onto a roller coaster. Might be fun the first time around, but if you were on that 100 times, it's going to be difficult. So bopping in and out of positive or negative behavior, or doing the business, not doing the business, doing the business, not doing the business, people will look elsewhere and will look for people who are more consistent. So you need to be aware and be keen on that. How you see yourself is how you will lead. And then that will also attract the people into your life and into your business that you want to link arms with and to grow. Guard your self-talk. What you say to yourself matters. It matters a lot. So be careful of what you're saying and what you're doing. Attract and have that high energy vibe so you attract that into your life on a consistent basis. They say that the children, 17 years old, will have heard 150,000 negative things. No, you can't. No this, no that. 150,000 times. And they'll hear, yes, you can. Yes, you are, 5,000 times. It's a pretty scary statistic there. You can give yourself positive messages, and you can give others and those around you those positive messages. So write positive affirmations. Keep those focused. Stop comparing yourself to others. They say that we often compare ourselves and know our own faults and our own foibles the most, and we compare those with people's brightest moments, whether it be on Facebook or internet or whatever. We compare our lowest moments to those people's highest moments because that's the part that's being portrayed at any given time. So stop comparing. Do not do that. And use positive, reaffirming words. Do those things on a consistent basis. What one word, if you had to come up with one word that described who you are or your personality trait, what would that word be? And is it positive? If it isn't, then there's some work to do. There's some things that you can do to change. Pick your word, and what you focus on expands. Low self-esteem limits our potential, so build yourself. There's some great groups that we have going, our accountability group. We have our team calls and team group that we connect with one another. We have an incredible group of people. We are linking arms. We are doing this together. And so my challenge is, personal development is the belief that you are worth the effort, the time, the energy. And so please link arms. Let's do this together, especially at this time of in our life, in society's life, to be the beacon of hope and the beacon of light in this time of isolation. It will be a marvelous thing to see. And won't it be interesting to see what happens a month from now, 6 months from now, and 10 years from now, when we reflect back at the Pro-10s right now that it came through 2008, 2009, that went from a $3 million company to a $200 million company, and look at that, what happened. Where will we be today in 10 years will be determined by the efforts and the things that we do now. So thanks again. Link arms, we're in this together. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.
I wore this first.
I wore it first.
Well, I wore it best.
You be the judge. Anyways, I'm Anna.
And I'm Brian.
We were asked to jump on here and quickly just share a little bit about how LifeVantage has impacted our lives, and we're so grateful to have the opportunity to do that. As you can see in the backdrop here, we have our blessings up on the wall. In a time when there's so much negative stuff happening, we decided to just put this up somewhere visual that we can see and look at and remind ourselves of all the good things that are happening in our lives. And as you can see up there, there's LifeVantage, because it has been a blessing in our life. For me, it has changed my health around. Once I hit 40 a few years ago, I've noticed a lot of things happening in my health, and this completely has changed it for me for the better, and I'll never go a day without taking it. I even mail it to my mom in Singapore, because that's how much I believe in it, and it's helping her as well.
And for me too. I walked around for over 10 years in daily back pain. My lower back, it was a lot of pain. And within 2 months of discovering these products, I've never had back pain again. It's been over 3 years, and I walk around pain-free. So I know for sure I'm never going to stop using these products. And I also know for sure I'm never going to stop telling people about it. But a lot of people who know us know one of our big why is to become global missionaries. And we started talking about it just recently, and we're going, you know what? Really, LifeVantage is allowing us to be global missionaries in that area. We're helping people, and it's spreading around the world. So we're really excited to have LifeVantage as part of our mission.
Yep. And another way LifeVantage has been a blessing in our life is, again, with what's going on, there's so many jobs and professions at risk, and people are losing income. And we're so thankful to have another stream of income coming through LifeVantage, which is actually not impacted by what's going on right now. So it's just been life-changing in so many ways, and the friends that we've made through it is, again, a blessing as well.
Mm-hmm. And we really, we're really excited and happy that you guys allowed us to share with you here today. We've been impacted by LifeVantage. I know LifeVantage has impacted a lot of others as well. So thanks for letting us share here today. And don't forget, social distancing is still in effect. So pay attention to that.
That includes you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to April's virtual training for LifeVantage. First of all, thank you, Carrie and Michelle, for asking me to share a couple of minutes on this LifeVantage training. My name is Ramona Horsfield. I'm a Pro 5 in Canada, British Columbia on Vancouver Island, and I'm a registered nurse of 46 years. When my daughter came to me 5.5 years ago, I was impacted. And first of all, let's start by saying impacted to a nurse is different than impacted to everybody else. But I'm going to talk to you about how this LifeVantage, the company, the products, the business, strongly affected or impacted my life. The products were first, and the products, because the science was behind them, because they were science proven and driven, I was all in. The doctors still to this day, 5.5 years after we started our first product, say to both my husband and I, not sure why you're doing so well, not sure why your health is so good. Well, we know. The other thing that loving those products has done, we are a product of the products, we use them all, but loving them, we spend less money looking for other products, looking for things that may work, and we have something that we know does work and is working. The other thing was the business. The LifeVantage business has impacted us several ways. It took me a little while to jump on with my daughter to the business, but what I can say is the business has impacted me in many ways. It has allowed me to increase the number of people that I can share with, and that is by building a team. I was very excited as a nurse. This health information has to go to everybody. So that was my first business goal, was the increase of leverage of information. It allowed me to create a belief in network marketing, a belief in this system. It has Created a monthly income. Yep, a monthly check rolls in every month. Still have to work, but it rolls in. So my favorite saying with that, I was going to show you this sign, but it's backwards. I'll just tell you what it says. It says, she believed she could, so she did. That's what you have to do. Believe you can, and believe that you can, and then go and do it. So I also found a culture of people, loving, caring, giving, focused on positive health, and lots of them have become very dear friends. So all of those things LifeVantage has allowed me, but it allowed me to dream big and dream big again. We used to all dream. So I want to end with this. It has allowed me to believe, why not me? And I'll finish with this question, why not you? Thanks.
Hey y'all, Sarah Cox here from South Louisiana. I'm super excited to be here with you. Thank you for asking me to be a part of your virtual training. I just love our team members out in Canada, and I am just so excited and so extra grateful for this opportunity with LifeVantage. I've been a part of the company for coming up on 9 years now, y'all. 9 years. So I've seen a lot. And I can tell you that even considering the circumstances, which I know things are really weird in the world right now, and there's a whole lot of like emotional ups and downs and uncertainty and fear and what's happening and like, what am I supposed to be doing with myself right now? What's going to happen to my family and my health and my blah, blah, blah. I know. And if you're feeling all of that, like, it is totally okay. And I just want to say, do some things that fill you up, raise your vibe, make you feel good, connect to uplifting people, get outside, get some sunshine, really take care of yourself, get some rest, feel the emotions, do the things, don't watch too much news, don't scroll too much on social media. Really tune in to how you're feeling and do things to shift your energy, because I definitely find myself riding the waves of the situation right now. Not to mention the roller coaster of emotions that can come with building a network marketing business, which I have to say, for some reason right now, I'm feeling really detached from that roller coaster. I don't know if it's just my mindset right now on the fact that we have an opportunity that can really help people at a time when they're looking at their health from a different point of view. They're taking it a whole lot more seriously. People are really evaluating what's happening with their lives. And their financial situation may not be as secure as they once thought it was, which my heart just truly goes out to people that are experiencing all that uncertainty right now. And I've never had more gratitude in my heart for what we have, because I don't know if you know this, but network marketing, the profession, is kind of recession proof. And it's an opportunity that allows you to expand your mind, grow personally, make money, help people. And there's just a whole lot of good wrapped up in this opportunity. So you really should be going into this whole period of time feeling confident, having clarity on what you're doing, and just really feeling supported. Because let me tell you, you're on the team in Canada, you already know the culture, the heart, the skill. Like, your leaders have got this, they've got you, we've got each other. We really do this together as a team. You are not in this by yourself. You are in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. And so I want to encourage you to be bold, take action, put your fears aside, because truly, honestly, and I know sometimes it's hard to not make it about us, but what we have right now is not about you. You're already in. You've already said yes. And I'm going to tell you, if you said yes to this opportunity, you know what we have our hands on, right? You know the science and the patents and all the stories and all the things that make this opportunity so incredible, or you wouldn't have said yes. And you do have what it takes. Otherwise, you wouldn't have felt called to be a distributor. And I know sometimes it can really feel like, do I actually have what it takes? I know I've been there, done that. It's part of it. It's part of it. But really what we have, you're already in, you're going to the top if you decide you are. This is about helping other people. This is about helping people with their health and offering people an opportunity to take control of their finances in ways that just, we could help people rebuild their retirement, with leveraged income through our opportunity. So really make it about other people. And I can tell you my strategy right now is connecting with people and just finding out how are you doing through all of this interesting times. How are you doing? Really caring about people, and they'll probably ask you, how are you doing? And that gives you an opportunity to say, I'm really focused and productive with my home-based business right now, and I'm so super grateful for it. If that may grab the attention of someone, and they may ask you, what is your business? What are you doing? And you can say, I'm so glad you asked. I really want to share this with as many people as I can right now. And if you see what I see when I looked at the information, we can help a lot of people through these interesting times. And if not, maybe you can connect me to people that might be interested in what I'm doing. Whether they ask about your business or not, I would throw that line in there and let them know that you are looking to connect and help as many people as you possibly can. Are they open to watching a short 3 or 10-minute video explaining a little bit about what you do? And then take it from there. If they're interested, they'll want to know more, you can connect them to the team. Our system is simple. Invite, tool, team. Invite them to look at the video. See who's open to watching a video. Connect them to the video, the tool, and then connect them to the team, whether it's a 3-way messenger, pre-recorded webinar. You know the system, you know the drill. It's super simple. Just go through the numbers. This is always, no matter what's happening in the world, this is always a numbers game. You're going to have to go through the numbers, and you're just looking for the people that are open and ready to make a decision. And if they're not ready yet, you're planting a seed that you can water over time, and the fortune is absolutely in the follow-up. That never changes. I think I said this, 9 years in, the fortune is in the follow-up, and everyone that I wanted on my team, it may have taken a few years, but they signed up. They're on my team. So be confident in that. Be confident in what you have your hands on right now, because it's incredible. It's incredible, you guys. Just, a little bit more about my story. I get to be home with my babies, and not much has changed during this quarantine for us. And I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm super grateful for all of you on the team. I'm super excited to be doing this with you guys. And I want to say, if you're building on social media, which I hope you are, that's such a great place to connect with people, to stay in touch with your database and all of that. One little tip I want to give you is to start with the people that are engaging with your content. Go look at your last 3 posts, and go look at who's viewing your stories if you're using stories. I'm super active in my stories. I don't post too much, but I'm super active in my stories. Pull out a piece of loose leaf paper and write down every name of every person that likes your post, comments on your post, watches your stories, that's not in LifeVantage, and start there. Contact those people first, because people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And if they're engaging on your social media stuff, they like you. So start there, start with those people, and really have fun building your business. Put the fear aside. Confidently go in the direction of your dreams, because just because things are weird and crazy right now doesn't mean that you don't still get to live the life that you dream of, and that LifeVantage is most absolutely the vehicle to help get you there. So I'm excited. I'm cheering you all on every step of the way. And if you don't know, you should know. You can reach out to me anytime. You can connect with me anytime. I am so happy to support you in your business, give you some guidance, answer some questions, make you feel good about what you're doing. And I believe in you. I believe in you so much because I know where I came from in this whole thing, flailing around, freaking out, feeling like it wasn't going to happen for me. And guess what? As soon as I stopped doing that and started following the system and really using the team and that third-party validation, things started happening for me pretty quickly. And things can happen for you quickly too, but you have to trust the process. Don't focus on the results. Trust the process. Keep going. Plant the seeds. My first 3 distributors that signed up quit. Talk about discouraging, right? Talk about feeling like I don't know what I'm doing and I can't help successfully lead a team and I can't do this. I had all the doubts, all the everything. I was in a bad place whenever I first got started with my business emotionally about what was happening and if I actually could do it. And guess what? I did it. I did it because the system works. The system works and the team has your back. You know your team out there is absolutely incredible. Your leaders have the skills. We all have what it takes to help you have success. You just have to show up and do your part. And again, be bold, put yourself out there, have the conversations, and let's take this thing to the top. Let's make this happen and let's help a lot of people in a time when things are really uncertain and scary right now. Let's be the answer that people are looking for. So thanks for having me. Hope to chat with you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, everybody. I have to reshoot because Carrie had asked me to keep this under 2 minutes, and that video was not under 2 minutes. So I went through and basically shared the things I'm thankful for because of LifeVantage, and didn't keep it under 2 minutes. So let's see if I can either talk faster or cut it down. So for me, it's been hope for health, hope and a feeling of wholeness in my body instead of feeling broken. I've been able to work with my kids and play with my kids and do things that play basketball with the teenage boys that play street ball, basically, right? So being able to have the energy, the lack of pain, to be able to be getting the sleep at night so that I can be alert enough has been, I can't put a dollar figure on that. And I could go into so much more on that. Just the ability to be able to be present and not always be in total pain is huge, huge. People often ask me, do these products give you more energy? And I reflect upon, I'm not making any claims, but because I'm no longer in pain, I am so much more present. I'm so much more an upbeat person. For me, offering hope for my family in these times of uncertainty, but more so for me to be able to help others and give them that opportunity. In some cases, it's a little bit tougher because people are more distracted with nonsense that's going on out there. But those that are open, they have the opportunity to make some huge things happen. There's Sir Isaac Newton. He came up with a lot of his theories when he was in isolation because of a pandemic. Many millionaires are made in recessions. So let's go make this happen for our families, but also share it with the world so that we can make it happen for many, many, many families. Take care, everybody.
Hi, Carrie. Thanks for the opportunity to tell my little story here in 90 seconds or less of the impact LifeVantage has had on my life. Real quickly, 4 years ago, I was in a lot of pain. I had little or no mobility. I couldn't lift my hands over my head. I had trouble getting in and out of the car. I was taking pain relievers to work. I was taking pain relievers to sleep. I wasn't happy. The wife wasn't happy. I wasn't liking myself. She wasn't liking me. And in all honesty, we probably would have ended up heading our own ways, and I would have ended up basically immobile, sitting on a couch somewhere, watching TV. That would have been my future life. Luckily for me, Belinda convinced me to take Protandim, which I did. I listened. And here I am 4 years later. In the last few weeks, I've been outside. I've mixed concrete with the help of my two boys to pour a 30-foot retaining wall. I've backfilled all that by hand, several yards of soil. I've dug out a new sitting area. I've leveled spots in the lawn. I've made new stair treads for the stairs. I mean, the honey-do list is getting looked after. Finally, makes somebody happy. So to me, her being happy, me feeling good, it's been a great impact. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Belinda.
I don't think I need to say anything more to top that one off. How can we not be eternally grateful for having the opportunity to be put in front of this information and given the chance to experience what Protandem activation has done for us, and also what LifeVantage, the company, the business, and that opportunity has done for us. Our lives and our health are completely changed. Mine in a similar way to Larry, you know, in terms of pain and energy and sleep. It's absolutely been phenomenal. The science behind this company, irrefutable. My belief in the products and the company are boundless. And my belief in the people I work with is boundless as well. I chose to step on board inexperienced, to say the least. I knew nothing of network marketing. I'd had no intention of getting into business. That's not my domain. But meeting the group that we work with, that we link arms with and build together with, has been just an incredible perk. It's been my kind of people. I feel like I've really joined my tribe. And when you meet a community that's caring and selfless like that, I mean, why would we want to turn away? I didn't realize before coming into this that it's actually pretty much the ideal business model. We work together as a team, we build each other up, we support each other in personal growth and in celebrating and being there for each other, being supportive and celebrating each other's wins and nurturing through the hard times. Personally, I'm not motivated by pushing for rank goals or income goals. That's not my thing. But when I hear stories like Larry's, when I get messages from people saying that when they've forgotten their Protandem for a few days, they really feel the difference. Or thank you so much for inviting me to this and for getting me on that product. It's changed my life. It's changed my health. That's what gets me through. The rejection days, the days where I don't want to get uncomfortable and grow myself, that's what gets me through. I need to do it for those who are out there who are open and who need this and are my future messages of thank you. I need to do it for them.
Oh, thank you so much, everyone. That was absolutely incredible. Just like to focus for a minute right now. You just listened to Ben, Larry, and Belinda share how LifeVantage has impacted them and their lives. Could you feel it? Did you feel the realness? Did you feel the belief? Everything about it is like their stories. It's changed their lives. Do you know anyone that could benefit from hearing what they just shared? Is there anyone that you've been talking to that you would love for them to hear that? So here we are. We're going to do something right now. What I want you to do is in a moment, pause the video, and I want you to message somebody or text somebody, the first person that comes to your mind that you think they could benefit from listening to one of these videos. They could benefit. They could maybe move a little closer to making a decision if they heard how this has impacted someone else's life. So I want you to pause the video and I want you to message that person right now. Okay? Message that person and say to them, I was just thinking about you. We need to talk. Are you available this evening or would tomorrow be better? That's it. I was just thinking about you. We need to talk. Then have a discussion. Send them one of those videos. Let them know, hey, this is not just affecting me. This is impacting others' lives in a big way. Okay? Pause the video. All right. Was that hard for you to do? Was it hard to message somebody and say, hey, I was just thinking about you? Because if the first person that comes to your mind, that's real. Okay? I know you all thought of somebody. Did you message that person? If you didn't, I challenge you, do it. Reach out. That's what we're doing. And so I want to give a big shout out to everyone. I want to give a shout out to Brandon. I got to read the names because I don't want to miss anybody because you're all so good. For Brandon, for Val, I'm just going first names. Why? Because we're family. We all know each other. If you're new watching this, if you're on a different team, we're all family. So Brandon, Val, Tori, Cornelia, Erica, Michelle, Brian and Anna, Ramona, Sarah, Ben, Larry, and Belinda. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's not easy to stand in front of your camera and talk to what very well could be thousands of people when all you do is see yourself. Okay? It's not the easiest thing, but you do it. And you know, you think about what we're doing with LifeVantage and what we're doing building our business. And I can't help but think of Simon Sinek when he said, when you're working hard for something that you don't care about, that's called stress. But when you're working hard for something that you love, that's called passion. And Laurie and I have been working harder than we've ever worked before in LifeVantage, and we're having fun. We're passionate about what we're doing. And so I just want to share a couple points with you, a couple nuggets that will help you maybe have a little better perspective as you're moving forward. People are asking, how are you having success? What are you doing? It's really simple. DMO. We've done training on this on our last 2 virtual trainings. We talk about it just about every team call. And the DMO, your daily method of operation, should include mostly a checklist of the things that you have 100% control of. Setting goals is great. Having long-term goals is great. Having a direction to get there is another thing. Having that direction is the DMO. It's doing the things that you have 100% control of. You have complete control of inviting people to take a look at what you've got. You have complete control of starting conversations with new people. You have complete control of following up. You have complete control on what you post on Facebook and how you comment. You don't have control over yeses and nos, but you should track them. You don't have control of how much volume you put in this month, but you can track it. So it's so important to have that DMO so you know exactly what you're doing. Now, if you're brand new and you're going, what the heck's he talking about? Reach out. Because I'll tell you, there are leaders everywhere in this company. There are leaders everywhere on this team. Do you know how you can test that? Okay, we're on Zoom right now, right? Okay, we're doing this together. You may be watching the replay. If you're watching this, I encourage you to do it with the team. Should have said that at the beginning. And so look on the screen, okay? Not sure. Let's do a prediction. There's 28 people on this Zoom. Let's see how many are actually on. Okay, look to your left. Look to your right. And if you're willing to help the person on your right and you're willing to help the person on your left, that makes you a leader. A leader isn't a status. It's not a position. It's a choice. Leadership is a choice. So the tip I'm going to give you, Brandon talked about it. He talked about consistency. Now, consistency is hard for so many people. You think about, let's see, going to the gym, okay? So if you go to the gym and you work out for an hour and come home and look in the mirror, you don't see any difference. Then you go to the gym another day, you get home, you look in the mirror, and you don't see any difference. You go to the gym third day in a row, okay, you're going every day, you're there for an hour, you come home, you look in the mirror, you don't see any difference. Every day you're not seeing a difference, okay? And that's where most people quit. Well, I've been doing this and, it's not working. Another analogy would be, okay, so let's get back. The importance of doing your DMO, the importance of finding new people, the importance of inviting people to see if they're open, the importance of following up every single day over and over. And you may be doing this and you've done this for a month and you're saying, well, nothing's happening. It's not working. Okay. How about brushing your teeth? So if you brush your teeth for 2 minutes twice a day, visit the dentist a couple times a year, not going to have any issues. Brushing your teeth for 2 minutes is not going to make a difference for your teeth. But brushing your teeth 2 minutes twice a day, every single day, is going to give you healthy teeth and healthy gums. You get where I'm going at? There's simple things that if you do over and over and over again, you get the desired results. I hope that's making sense to you, because it's making complete sense to us. We have been vigilant, and I'm talking vigilant, on our DMO for 2 months. And what we're seeing is incredible results. What we're seeing is doing the business is fun, because we are passionate about it. And by doing the simple things over and over and over and over again, it accumulates into something big. Can I say exactly where the difference was made? No, because it's the accumulation. So, little steps over and over and over again. If you go to the base of a mountain and you want to get to the top, that's your goal, and you start climbing. And after 3 days, oh, this is hard. I can't make it. Well, you'll never make it. But if you take couple steps, you'll eventually get there. So really, in this business that we're doing, it's probably one big word that a lot of people struggle with, and that's called patience. Being patient with the process. We are in the process of becoming great leaders. We're in the process of becoming great entrepreneurs. We're in the process. If you're married and you've got a good marriage and you're in love, you think about your spouse. When you first met them, you weren't in love. You may have liked them a lot. You may have wanted to be in love, but you weren't in love. And so, can you pinpoint when you fell in love? Was there a significant event that you fell in love? Probably not. What happened was an accumulation of things. An accumulation of doing something for the other person. Giving of yourself. Just doing little things over and over again. And you can have a couple that goes, yeah, we are in love. Well, when did that happen? Well, I'm not sure. They've just done all these things. It's an accumulation. It's like brushing your teeth 2 minutes, 2 times a day, every single day. And you got healthy teeth. That event, doing it once, brush your teeth once for 2 minutes, it's not going to do anything for you if that's all you ever do. And that, unfortunately, that's what happens in network marketing. That's what happens with a lot of people. We've had people join our team personally after day 1 when they got 3 rejections. They said, this doesn't work. Quitting. Literally. 2 young guys who were going to Pro 10. So, patience, consistency, doing the same thing over and over and over again, doing these trainings, doing the virtual trainings, plugging in to Team True Blue, plugging in to Brandon and Lynette's weekly training so that you can hone your skills. Because if you're brushing your teeth with the wrong end of the toothbrush, it's not going to be effective. Do the consistent behaviors, get the consistent training, do it over and over and over again. That's all I can say. If you love what you do, it's because you're passionate about it. If you are stressed, then you need to relook at what you're doing. Guys, I love you. Appreciate you. It's always fun doing these. It has been wonderful having so many presenters on today. I applaud you. And those of you that are watching, reach out to them. Say thank you. We're in this together. We are a family. I trust you. I believe in you. And I look forward to helping each of you take this as far as you want to go. I believe in you. Got your back. Let's make it happen. We'll see you in May.